Here, what's good? It's your boy V Cadillac Jackson, last of the Fat Heekins. Let's get it, y'all.
I guess that makes me first to the fat Heekins. What is good, family? It is Wednesday, and if it's Wednesday, you know it's Talking Kicks. It is your boy, OGSneekerz. What's good? Wait, what? Wait, whoa, bro, what?
What happened?
Hey, what? Somebody's supposed to talk after me, and nothing happened. What?
Oh,
Yeah. Oh, damn. Yeah, I forgot. He not here.
Yeah, he got kidnapped.
Can we just tell the truth and be transparent? It's a coup.
If you like to be transparent, you may.
It's a coup. We voted him off the island. Jack Swagless is swagless no more. Well, he's swagless forever. No, nah, really, family. Y'all know the deal. The man Beard Jedi is on the IR this week. We had to shut him down. He got a little bit.
We traded him for Geno Smith.
Wow, and two hubcaps and a banana peel. Oh, but yo, bro, we miss you, and I don't know if you're going to be able to jump off in the chat. Hopefully, he will. And
yeah, he's in there.
Is he in there like swimwear?
Should be in there. Hold on, let me just check. Yep, he's in there. Captain Cootie's in the building.
Uh-oh, Captain Cooties is in the building. Why I can't get... Man, I tell you, this is just not working for me right now. But I did leave the message on the Talking Kicks to let everybody know that we were going to be doing things a little bit different. We thought about not doing the show, but honestly, because this is the Wednesday, it'd be the last time before the Christmas holiday that we'd be able to rock out with the family, and we still wanted to do it, but we kind of lopsided right now, just in terms of our move. So the show is going to be a little different tonight. I mean, it's still going to be hopefully a good show that everybody's going to get down with, but it's going to be a little bit different approach. And as I mentioned, we got a special guest, right?
We got a fill-in.
I hope so. If we don't, bro, it's like a tripod with two legs. We're gonna be like this the whole night. People are gonna have to do like
who we got to fill in for Kiki Rouse. For Albert Shoehouse.
Well, question. Can you see who's in the chat?
Let's check out who's in the chat.
Tell me who's in the chat right now.
Let's see. We got Pop. We got Mr. Skinny's in the building. Jim White's in the building. V's Kicks. You ain't shit. You in the building. KB Fresh Kicks is in the building. Q the Queen is in the building. OG Kicks is in the building. Who else is in the building? 804 King of Foams is in the building.
Oh, no. Early? Oh, man.
Yes. Early.
Stop that.
Sneaky Souls is in the building. This guy named Beard Jedi, he's in the building.
That's making me kind of nervous. We might have to watch that guy because I think
we might have to boot him.
I think we're getting trolled.
Brian Franklin's Kicks is in the building. Tay Baltimore is in the building. Timber Stan, Warrior Blood 510, Buckeye City Soul, T Real. In the words of Beard, hey T Real.
Hey T Real.
Who else we got in the building? Jermaine Manning's in the building. Big Light 46 is in the building.
What? They piling in. They must
Balenciaga Bobby's in the building. Big Hurt is in the building.
Big Hurt.
Who else is in the building?
Wow, that's
Trey D is in the building. Trey Jackson's in the building. Yeah, bro. Sneakerheads Clothing Line's in the building. This party is full right now.
Hold up.
Free drinks before 8, huh?
Beard's not here. You know what? That means he didn't pay off the bouncer at the door, and he just let him in faster. I think that's what it was.
Listen. The more the merrier. The more the merrier. Come on in.
But
we ain't got no more chicken. But come on in.
Somebody's missing in the chat.
Who's missing in the chat?
I don't know, but we do have some help. Help is on D. Actually, help is here. So, can we tell them who's gonna be helping us out tonight?
I think we can do that.
All right. Well, let me see if I can unleash the beast. Ladies and gentlemen, say good evening to Black Ass African in the Talking Kicks room.
Welcome, Kick Talkers.
Welcome to the show, Black Ass African.
Thank you, Mr. Kate. Thank you. Thank you.
We are so glad that we are so glad that you were able to come with us tonight. Give us free.
It is very, very, very gracious of you to give me this invite. Thank you, Beard Jedi. Please.
Yo, family, we had to dial in the homie, my Thug Tears brother, Black Ass African, to come in and hang out with us tonight to do the fill in. So we are gonna follow somewhat of the format, but like I said, it's gonna be a little bit different. And once you see what we're gonna have as the main point of discussion tonight, you'll understand why Black. That's where I'm going. I can't go BAA. I got it Black. That's who you are. Black. Black. Not Black.
Black, aka Black Ass African. How about that?
My man, but we are really appreciative that you came and was rocking out with us tonight. And before I forget, Big Hurt, bruh, the memes that you drop on your IG page, I mean, they have me rolling in the morning. I can't. And I missed the one with the lady dancer where she pulled down her shorts, to try to really gas the crowd, and she got to surprise herself because it was something going on that she didn't know back there. That, that broke.
Hey, moving right along.
That broke me. But as you all know, we do have a sponsor for season 2 of Talking Kicks. This is season 2, episode number 4. And our sponsor this season is Sneakerheads clothing line. Shout out to the homie Rep Milwaukee 414 in the building. So for all your sneaker needs, just your lace swaps, y'all know who to get at. So I'm like all about the leather in my one. So check them out. Check them out. And if you see something you like, make sure that you use the Talkin Kicks, TalkinKicks code, and you save yourself 15% for anything over $20. I think it is.
Yes, sir.
So do that. Save yourself some money. Because I don't know nobody that doesn't want to save money. You want to save money, don't you?
Yes,
yeah. Really you want to save money. And of course, we still are rocking with our family from Footage Society. So make sure you definitely check them out on Instagram or footagesociety.com. You can use our code, again, Talking Kicks. It'll save you 10% on any purchase that you make. There is no minimum to get that 10%.
Oh, gee, wait a minute.
What?
I got a message here.
Uh-oh.
Sneakerhead said if we hit 50 likes on the live, we can give away a free pair of laces to somebody in the chat.
Ooh, okay. So hit the damn like button. Come on, y'all. Make it happen. Make it happen. We ready to jump into this show?
Yes, sir. Let's get it. It's gonna be a great show.
All right. So Hump Day Heat?
Yes, sir. Would you you know what? We'll let the guests go first.
Exactly. That's what I was gonna say. Black, you are the guest. So please, sir, you have the floor. Hump Day Heat, what were you rocking today?
Well, I had worked a little late days. So, I had to use my LeBron slides. I worked. They a little dusty, but hey, they're still comfortable though. I rock these every day when I get out of work. So this is my Hump Day Heat for the day. Can't pause though.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
Okay. Oh, will I be going next?
Go right ahead, sir.
Okay. So today I decided to get in my bag a little bit, and I pulled out my Air Max 90 Yeezy colorway.
Oh my goodness.
Pulled those out for today.
All right.
So okay then.
I'm not mad.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Everything over there popping.
my
Yes,
baby
sir.
girl,
Yes, sir.
my baby girl was sick today, so I was feeling a little blue. So I had to rock some black and blue. So I put on those the family stand Jordan
Oh, the
2.
Radio Raheem.
Yes, but I
Radio
call him the
Raheem.
family stand because it's also for his family. That's what the colors on the side.
Ah, yes, 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 yes.
But yes, yes, they are also known as the Radio Raheems. You are absolutely correct.
That's a clean
Hey,
shoe.
OG, do you have the rings that he had? Do you have the
Uh,
rings?
you mean the
Love
love
hate rings,
and hate?
right?
No, no, sir, no, sir. I guess I had to get those, and I got to get the trunk gold around my neck as well.
Okay then. Yes, sir.
So I think that I got a message. Yes, Beard, we can see that there's a little bit of issue with Black's feed, and we're just going to pray that the internet gods will continue to bless us, and that will clear up. And also speak up, turn up the volume there, Black, because they say like your volume
I'm
is
talking low.
really low, or you just speak a little louder there, young man.
How about now?
That's much better. Just keep it closer to your mouth.
Okay then.
Oh, pause. Pause. Hey,
I
yo,
said
please.
pause.
hey,
Please.
yo, this is a
Hold on,
family
hold on.
show. That's two. That's two. Look, you go out of state, but you don't know how to act when you get back.
Actually,
Oh my goodness.
the mic. Actually, the message says, "Tell Black to put the mic to his mouth." Pause.
He's
hella low.
y'all mad disrespectful. What is wrong with y'all? What is wrong?
It's too early. It's too early for that right now, man.
The
It's
show
too
just
early.
started.
Okay. All right. Hump day heat. All right. So, how are we gonna do the pickups today? We're gonna do them the same, or we're gonna do them? Yeah.
Okay, so we'll go with Mr. African. Do you have any pickups you'd like to show?
Yes, I do.
Uh-oh.
I have one pickup that I want to show.
Oh. Can I see your pickup, sir?
But I'm finna go in the black mode. All right. So this is what I picked up. It is this right here.
Oh.
A lot of people don't know what these are. Air Force 2 Escape. It was a pack that came out back in 06, 07. It was the Air Force 1, the Air Force 2, and the Air Force 3, all with the same color. It was 2 packs. It was this colorway, and they had like a brown and beige colorway of each silhouette. This was my hump day. I mean, this was my pickup for the week.
Very nice, very nice.
Dead stock, never been worn.
That's dope, bro.
Now, for all y'all in the chat that don't know, Black Ass African is not only a sneaker collector, but a sneaker historian. To me, his collection is ridiculous. As you can see, the lightning's in behind him, behind his shoulder. The grandmama's over in the corner. The Jordan sitting behind him, the black Jordan sitting behind him. He collects a lot of different stuff. He has a lot of vintage stuff that is very hard to find. Stuff from the 90s, stuff from the 80s. But we'll get into that a little bit later.
Oh yeah.
And actually, we probably at some point in the not too distant future will just have a time when we can just have Black on and we can kind of explore, because I totally agree. He has a very I'm not gonna say unique, because I'm certain that there are other cats that kind of move with his perspective, but I just really appreciate some of the knowledge and different perspective that he brings to kind of how he approaches his collections. And it's something that we, even before this situation came up, that we had talked about amongst Caddy, myself, and Beard, about kind of spotlighting him and sharing that with the family. So y'all stay tuned. We'll go deeper. Pause. 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 Pause.
Yo, this is why we need Beard here.
The mediator.
OG,
Please.
do you have anything that you picked up?
Hit the like button and do I have anything?
Nah.
Yes, I do. I do. But some of them, you want to tell them about the topic while I grab this box? You know.
Oh.
And then some of them I can't. You know, I gotta wait. I can't.
Okay.
You know, but I got at least one. I just gotta. I had the box in the wrong place. There we go. All right. Really, this should be in the other part, but I'll do it now.
So tonight's topic for this evening, we'll be talking about SneakerCon New York. Because as y'all know, if y'all been looking at the Talkin Kicks IG page or OGSneekerz page, you've noticed that OG and myself and Black Ass African were at SneakerCon New York, and the fellas were up here, up in the tri-state area, and we did something a little special. So we're going to talk about SneakerCon New York first, and then we're going to get into what we did special in New York City that I'm sure you guys will like.
So the pickup, the one that I'll show, it's Caddy's fault. I got it.
That's bullshit.
And I appreciate him for that. Because sometimes he's like my alarm clock. He's like, yo, OG, you going for those? 10 minutes, them joints going to drop. Like, thank you, my brother. Confetti time. And I do have to say,
hate
that these things right,
put it on repeat.
A plague upon your house, OG.
For real.
These things right here, like, I'm sorry, I have to do my Molly Mall. I gotta do it right quick. That's
Hey, you might have to pull out the other one, man. You got to pull out the other one too now.
Whoa.
Pause.
Come on, yeah.
I think I understand what you're saying. Wait.
Y'all come out here and y'all just act foolish. What is wrong with y'all?
He ain't never been nowhere before, so
I know, right?
Boy, get on the plane one time and don't know how to act.
Okay, there. Here you go. Wait.
Man.
Those are fire.
Yes, sir.
Those are straight fire.
Bro,
Yes, indeed.
So these are for the people who are listening in Radio Land. Beard would be reminding me. Yes. These are the Kyrie 4 confettis, and these things are magical, man. I really, you know how sometimes you hear or you see like a silhouette, and you're like, I don't know if I'm gonna like that, and then you'll see a certain colorway, and it all comes together. For me, this is that shoe, man. It is just crazy.
That's just a fire. I'm sorry.
It is totally just. I can't wait to do some beauty pics of this. This shoe.
I'm so mad I missed out on those.
I am too, man. I really am. Suede on the inside of it.
Yes. This right here.
That luxury touch. Yes.
This right here is no joke. Yes. I mean, it's like you just want to lay down on it. Trust me when I tell you, it's really, really dope. And I think this is like on this side, the swoosh is all stitched, and I think that is actually because I saw a picture of the black and whites that also dropped today, and it had this stitched swoosh, which is a nice change.
Does it say the earth is flat on the side?
Well, don't let me find that. I'm telling you, I got to take them back. I do not. Or I won't take them back. I'm gonna black it out. If it says the earth is flat,
you ain't blacking that out.
You
ain't blacking that out.
You're right.
Exactly.
You're right.
You gonna sit there, put that on your feet, and be like, it is flat.
Would you say black?
OG, what the insole look like?
Let's see. The insole on this. It's kind of like on the side here where it has the multiple writings and stuff. I can't. You're probably not going to be able to see it because there's not enough light in there.
A little bit.
but it's on the Volt one. It has a maroon colored insole with looks like a Volt or a green glow, the Kyrie logo and the different writings. And then in the other shoe, it is the same color. Maybe you might be able to see it better in this one. You can see it a little bit if I turn it that way. You can see the writing and the Kyrie logo.
It's like it's red inside or like a fuchsia or something.
Exactly. So
black.
Really dope, man. I'm digging these for sure. Definitely. I would have liked to see like 2 set of laces instead of just the one on each lace. I'll probably swap these. So this one on the Volt and put the Volt lace over here. Just because I'm special like that. But yeah, dope shoes. And I was really I was glad to get them, and I ain't gonna lie, I partially felt some kind of way because we all were together when these dropped, and I was the only one to get them. And
we gonna talk about that. We gonna talk about that.
Do we have?
We gonna talk about that.
Well, let's get off. Come on, let's jump off into the discussion, man. Go ahead, Caddy. Lead us. Before we jump. Oh, yeah, you gotta pick up, bro.
Before we jump off, College Park is in the building. Dun is in the building.
What's
Sports
good?
Guy Q, what up? Sneakerholic Bees is in the building. I believe I saw my man DT Don Turner in the building. And what's up, fellas? Just wanted to say what up to y'all and acknowledge y'all. Let's get into the top 3 of 2017. Our 2017 top 3 pickups. We did number 3 last week. Now we're going to do number 2. And I believe Mr. Black Ass African will do his top 3 of 2017. So, OG, if you would like to go first, or if you'd like me to go first.
I can't go.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
I can't. I got to do it later.
I will go.
In order for it to line up with the other stuff, I can't.
Okay. I got you.
Okay.
So my number 2 pickup for 2017 was a hard choice for me. That are sentimental to me. So my number 2 2017 was the Air Jordan 1 Royal.
Wow. And why would that be your number 2 choice?
That was the shoe that basically solidified the brotherhood between myself, OG. I think you guys already know the story. I was shooting the shot on the Nike app, and I had a couple of pairs secure at Foot Action and Foot Locker. OG had his secure, and Beard didn't. I believe he was trying to get a second pair, or he was trying to get a pair. I shot a shot for Beard, and I got his pair. As I was picking up my first pair, I got stuck in traffic and I missed out on the second pair. So I just sent him the shoe that I picked up. And OG happened to get a second pair, and he shipped me the second pair. So we all ended up with 2 pairs. So, and that got the ball rolling on the brotherhood, and I can't get rid of the niggas ever since.
we just like roaches in the garbage can. We gonna stick around for the food, brother man.
I see, said the blind man.
Yep. That's dope.
So
it is
Black. Your top 3 for 2017, sir.
Top three. Can y'all hear me?
Yes, sir.
Are we live? All right.
You're stupid, man.
We live, baby. Yeah.
We live. Okay, then. All right. first of all, and y'all grown to know how I like my stuff. And I wanted everything that came with this shoe. So the number 3 would be this one right here.
Tell the people what it is.
It is the 2010. Of course, it's gonna have the Jumpman on the back. Of course, it has the 23 on the tag. And I just like the materials that they made with this silver part right here. It's almost like I can't explain the material, but I love it, and I like the way it just glistens off the light.
No, he didn't say glisten. When
the way that one to just glisten all over your body.
When is the last time you heard somebody use the word
That's right.
glisten to describe a sneaker? It's like, ooh,
He's like, I just like the way it glistens all over your body.
Look, that's almost like that goes with, hey, T-Real, you glisten.
Like, listen, I'm sorry, you can't use the word glisten on this show. It's a family show.
I'm sorry. I forgot where I was.
No, it's all good.
But I just like the materials on this, man, and I had to find it in dead stock form, and I had to find it with everything, even the cardboard box that actually covers the actual case that it comes in.
Does that shoe have a nickname, Black?
No, it's just the anniversary one.
It's the anniversary run. It's the 20th anniversary.
20.
Yes, it's 25th anniversary.
25th anniversary one. Okay.
25th.
Yeah. Silver anniversary.
My second one, but yeah, because they had a lot of, I think it was the 1, the 3, the 9, and the 10, I want to say.
804, you a fool for that, by the way.
And the 4. And the 4.
Beard said it's the glistening ones.
The glistening ones, that's it then. It takes the place of silver then, right? The glistening anniversary ones.
What you got?
My second pick,
number 2.
My second one was, I got these from I think it was 3 Peat Chicago. And just like I said, I always like everything to come with my shoes. Anything that came with it, I wanted. And I got these right here.
Oh,
it's the 88 threes from 2013. Still in, I'm talking about good condition, soft leather.
So disrespectful.
Nah,
I don't even know why I let you do a top 3. Why?
Yeah, this is all turning out really wrong and really, really bad right now. Bro, those are dope. They are wearable, right?
Yes, they are. They very wearable. It's 4 years old. So yeah, it's very wearable, man. Very wearable. This is my number 2.
Hate on a
That's the symphony, huh?
What's good, right. Dre Kicks? We see you in Jersey Deep. We see you in the building.
All right, this one here is gonna be my top one of 2017. High and low for this shoe, you're gonna be like, because I got everything that came with it. That's how I am. I love it like that. But
and for the people who do not know what those are, could you let them know, please, sir?
These are the 1990 dead stock, never been worn. You can even see the bottom. Came with the actual hang tag. Most people know this shoe right here, which is the black and purple one. And this is the actual shoe that, well, not this colorway. It was like the Volt colorway that, or in White Men Can't
Jump. Yeah.
Exactly.
And what's the name of the shoe?
Air Flight Light, 1990. This is original.
The Sidney Deans.
Even I don't know if you can see the inside. There's the inside.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Got that Nike Air, and what is that? Looks like a kind of orangish fuchsia.
Yeah, it's like a hot pink.
Okay.
That's what they call it.
Hot.
Hot pink. Yes, sir.
So are you gonna
I ain't
rock
gonna say what
those
I wanted to say.
occasion or is
No,
it
no, 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 no. This nostalgia
conversation?
purposes only. Yes, exactly. Exactly.
Damn. This dude brought out a 27-year-old shoe as the number one in DS condition.
Wait.
We ain't bringing him back on.
Sneaky Soul said I had 4 pair in middle school.
That's crazy.
I ain't mad. I ain't mad.
That man had 4 pair in middle school. He's sitting here with a DS pair now.
That's I mean, that's just how that brother rolls, y'all. So that if you just from that top 3, you should get an idea of, why we want to, kind of take some time to kind of walk through his collection and his approach. As that's bananas. You had a dead stock pair from 19. How did you find those, Black? Just off the cuff.
I just search, man. I'm always on my phone. I'm always on eBay. I'm always on these other like Facebook groups, vintage groups. I just look up and found them, and you won't believe the price.
Bro,
Ship.
Ooh,
okay, good night, everybody. Thank you for coming.
that's the show.
Bro, that
Yeah, it was
is
$60 ship.
That's crazy.
Let's we ready to jump off into the main discussion for tonight?
Let's get it. Let's get it.
We're not doing the lace up, but if we were doing that, it would be right now, and I say lace up. What we got, Caddy?
So, as you know, OGSneekerz and my man Black Ass African decided to take a trip and come on to New York City for SneakerCon New York. And basically, I was their host for the 3 days or 4 days they were here. And first question is, fellas, how did you enjoy SneakerCon?
I'll take a stab. I got to be totally honest. My reasons for coming to New York, SneakerCon was not at the top of the list. It was the other things that we're going to talk about that we did, and really just being able to hang out with you guys. There was one person that was supposed to come that wasn't able to come, and that was Jumpman. But he's got new scheduling with work and everything, and he just wasn't able to work it out. But it was kind of my birthday present to myself. The Queen allowed me to be out those 3.5 days and just hang out in the city. And that was really, what I was more looking forward to, was hanging out with you guys. This was the first time, we did hang out a little bit in Atlanta, but it was the first time that we got to spend, a good amount of time with Black. And, it was just like we picked up where we left off from Atlanta and just kept on moving. And it was really dope. But I thought first the venue was just ridiculously, stupidly too big. And
Absolutely.
I'm kind of two-faced when I say that, because I like that it was big, but it was like so spread out that you had too much space, if you will, too much empty space, where things weren't going on. And I was really disappointed with the vendors. I mean, the last few sneaker cons have always, kind of been leaning towards Yeezys. And on the first Saturday, there was a Yeezy that dropped, so they were all over the place. People were trying to move them, get off of them. And I didn't really. I always want to try to buy something when I get there, and the only thing I was able to cop was just something from Figs and them over 8-9. But no kicks, and I was kind of disappointed by that. And I just feel like New York should never have been in December. I mean, that is a cornerstone location for the sneaker game, and it was almost like this was the year of SneakerCon going international, and New York was an afterthought, and that really disappointed me. It really did, because I just felt like, I mean, talk about disrespectful. That was very disrespectful.
Black, your thoughts on SneakerCon New York City?
My thoughts, I can agree with OG. SneakerCon wasn't like on the top of my list, like I said, like he said. As far as SneakerCon itself, I wanted to cop, but it was like you had to have somebody to legit check every shoe that you pick up. It seemed like you go to each table, it's like, okay, I wonder if it's that. I wonder if that's real or not. If you don't do your homework on these fakes, man, you can get got just like that, you know. And it's sad that people, you know, with us, we got a passion for this. The people in the chat, they got a passion for this.
Mm-hmm.
But you have somebody that goes out there and look at it as, okay, it's a business for me. That don't sit well with me at all. I don't like that shit though, for real. Excuse my French, but I don't like.
Oh, don't blame that on the French now.
But I'm just saying, you know, when I first went to SneakerCons, I didn't even see a fake in the building, and this was in 2014 in New Orleans. The next year I went to Atlanta. This one here, it was too wide open. It was like you had to walk 5 miles just to make one circle around the building, to go to each table or each vendor. To me, the basketball game, it kind of, takes away from the whole experience of going to just look, talk, feel, buy, and rock sneakers. All that just takes away from me.
Yeah, I think.
Well,
go ahead, Black. I'm sorry.
No, back, I would, but it wouldn't be. No disrespect to your city, Cat, but I wouldn't go to New York for that, because it just didn't rub me that way to like say, okay, I'm going up there to cop. I'm finna go cop something. I like the other stuff that we're gonna get into later. I like that better than going to SneakerCon.
Let me just jump in here before we get to you, Caddy. Just talking about the basketball game. One of the things that also disappointed me was that, and Pop, I think I saw your comment in there. They totally blew past DC and Baltimore this year. We didn't get no love, which is also very disappointing. But I understand that may change next year, and I'll mention something about that later, about something that somebody shared with us. But as it relates to the basketball game, the people that go to that basketball game are the people that they're looking to really fuel the ticket sales, in my opinion. And that's that, I'm going to say maybe 12 to 19 demographic that wants to come and stand in line for Kais and, see the YouTubers and all of that. Because what they did was they expanded it. Because when they were doing the basketball thing before, if it was a 2-day event, it was only on 1 day. I think Atlanta was the first time they did the basketball game, and it was on the second day. They didn't have anything on the first day. So this time they did like a 3-on-3 competition and some kind of shootout or something. They had events for the basketball court on Saturday and Sunday. And yeah, it takes away from it. But again, that is driving into that whole thing about, using the YouTube personality to kind of entice a certain demographic of persons to come to the show. And for old heads like us, we're not considered in that situation. But what are your thoughts, Caddy?
Well, I'll put it to you like this. When we walked in the building for SneakerCon was way too big. The venue, don't get me wrong, it's nice that they had a spacious venue, but it was the Jacob Javits Center. If you've ever been to the Jacob Javits Center in New York, it is crazy huge. The venue was the whole second floor of the Javits Center. So you walk in and you're greeted by, you know, the people that give you the tickets, and you go down this escalator and you're greeted by this huge sneakercon screen. And you look to your left and there's vendors all the way to the wall going down to 34th Street. And you look to your right and there's vendors going all the way down the wall to 39th Street, I believe it is, or 40th Street. So it's 6 blocks of vendors. It's 6 blocks of vendors. Now you're trying to walk through all those vendors and you're trying to see what sneakers they have. And the whole thing about it is the basketball court and the trading pit takes up 25% of the venue. The trading pit takes up 25% of the venue. The trading pit was so large, you didn't want to go in the trading pit. Like, you totally skipped around the trading pit. It was, for me, my highlights were meeting everybody who I didn't get to meet at SneakerCon. Like, I got to meet Wavy, Mr. Orchard Beach. I got to meet Tay Baltimore. I got to meet Gabriel Kicks, you know, and that was the cool part. Oh, I got to meet my shoe games tight all day, all night. You know, Molly Mall was there. Molly Mall liked the damn video. I got to meet Kicking It with Dee. I got to meet those people, but other than that, there were no shoes in the building that I wanted, because it was just like, if you saw a shoe you wanted, the price was like you were buying an apartment in New York. And in all honesty, if I had to compare New York to Atlanta wins. Atlanta wins because you had good people there. You had a good time with the people. You were able to find shoes, and the environment was cool. In New York, the environment was fine. You couldn't really find any shoes, and if you had to find your people, it took you half the day to find them in there.
True that. Y'all like the damn video. We had 32 likes. We need a few more, and we'll be able to get those free laces for somebody in the chat.
But yeah, it was the venue was just way too big. A smaller venue, maybe to make it feel, you know, just a little bit smaller, like Cobb Galleria, SneakerCon Atlanta, that was a perfect size venue. Perfect size venue. It wasn't too much bumping. Wasn't like you were crowded where you were claustrophobic or anything. New York, don't get me wrong, there were a lot of people there. There was a lot of people there, but it was just like you really felt like you were walking from Midtown to downtown and back up to Midtown when you walked the whole venue. By the time you walked the venue, you was like, shit, I need a Metro card. I might as well just catch the bus. So
I'm sorry. Beard is in the chat clowning Lars. What's up, Lars? Welcome into the building. But that's true, what you said, Beard. And of course, for me that doesn't have any hair, I'm hating anytime I see somebody. So Lars, I ain't watching your videos because you got too much goddamn.
That's so stupid.
Okay, I'm sorry. I got you off track. Go right ahead, bro.
But one thing I want to talk about that we saw in SneakerCon New York was at a table. And we saw a pair of Ben 13s at a table.
Why, Sway? Why?
And when we looked at those Ben 13s, what did we see?
623.
So we saw a pair of fake Bens at SneakerCon New York, selling for $700. So my question to you fellas is, how do we keep fakes out of SneakerCon?
You can't. You can't. SneakerCon that
No,
big.
I don't.
I just my opinion. A SneakerCon that big. The vendor that Caddy's referring to, as I recall looking around, I'm not going to say it was the biggest vendor, but it was within the top 5 largest vendors that were in. And I'm just basing it on the amount of shoes that I saw that they had out. If you know how SneakerCon goes, you pay for a table or however many tables, and I want to say their booth was at least 6 tables long. A rack of shoes. They're not going to vet every shoe they're bringing in that building. This is not going to happen, bro. I don't know that there's anything that you can do to prevent that. You can certainly call them out, and that's something that I was having a conversation with someone after the fact, and that they mentioned that, maybe that was something that we should have done. And yeah, I kind of agree. Maybe we could have, say, hey, we saw this over here. I don't know if y'all do anything about that, but just letting you know that's what's going on over there.
Yeah, and that's the whole thing. When you have vendors that are bringing 100 pair of shoes or 200 pairs of shoes, that allows them to bring in, if they wanted to, 20% fakes out of the 80% real, and they would get away with it because of the amount of shoes they're bringing. Unfortunately, they can't legit check every shoe that comes in the door.
No, they can't. Nope.
That's why I said there's no way you can do it, because that's the rub. There's no way you're going to be able to. If I'm a vendor and I got 250 pairs of shoes that I'm bringing in, you're not doing that. There's no way you're going to be able to legit check every one of them shoes.
Yeah,
and let me say this then.
Go ahead, Black.
Let me say this then. If they knew that these people were coming in with, X amount of fakes, do you think that they would actually turn that money down?
That's a good question. I don't know, because I think there's other vendors. I think there's vendors chomping at the bit that would love to get into SneakerCon and sell shoes.
Yeah, I think if they have somebody that either had a reputation or is just, legitimately that's what they do, just like people who sell authentics. They just that's what they do. And that's just that's how they move. That's what they choose to do. I don't think that they would let them in, because I think that would be, I would hope that they would not let them in, and I'm inclined to say that I would think that they would not, because that would water down and be contrary to them having the legit check station and that type of thing as part of their venue to begin with.
Don Turner, they do have a legit check station in there, but here's the thing about the legit check station. You have a lot of people that don't want to use it, in all honesty, because they don't want to get embarrassed. You have a lot of people who don't want to find out that their shoe is fake. The line is never really humongously long at the legit station. So you could easily go up there, wait 10 minutes, and get your shoe checked out and get that peace of mind.
Yeah, I would say I'm not exactly sure. It depends on the venue, because I recall when one of the first sneaker cons that I went to, well, I think the very first I went was New York several years ago. But when they had it in the DMV and it was at the rec center, the Prince George's County facility that's near Redskins Stadium, the legit check line was mad long. And I think you actually had to pay, because at that particular time, if they legit checked your shoes, they were giving you like a little clip thing that they put on your shoe, kind of like the StockX tag. It had the, that the shoe had been legit checked.
Yeah,
so
you're absolutely right. They would put a little dog tag on it.
Yeah, it was like a black and gold dog tag or something that said, and that line stayed mad long all day, because there were some people that were just bringing their shoes in to get that dog tag, whether they were going to sell it at SneakerCon or not, as a way to, like if you were going to put it up on eBay, you would be putting it up, and it'd have the legit check tag on it. So it does on the venue.
Lars, you have the same idea I had. They need to get StockX to check everybody at the door. Don Turner says, at the end of the day, fakes affect SneakerCon's reputation. So it should be SneakerCon's responsibility to check anyone selling at their event. I agree, but that would cost them money, and they're not trying to lose any money out of their pocket.
They ain't trying to spend any more than they have to.
Exactly. So, go ahead, Black. I was getting ready to ask you, what would you think we could do to prevent fakes, coming into the building at SneakerCon?
I don't think you can prevent it, because you're gonna always have somebody that's gonna, slip through the cracks to get in there. I always say to the buyer, just beware. You got to be on your P's and Q's when it comes to these kicks. They can actually legit check yourself. It doesn't mean that you disrespecting this person's shoe. You just trying to watch out for your back and your money. You want your money to go on something that you really want. And I think like he said, it is SneakerCon's responsibility, but they're not going to pay the money to actually have every shoe that comes in that venue to be on a vendor's table to be legit checked. You know how much money that'll be to just do each one of them, and how much time and effort that will be?
Yeah, and I think it's a combination of all those things, but the most thing, well, I won't say the most, all of them are equally on level in terms of the time and manpower that it would take and the cost. And, the reward at the end of the day, it still wouldn't 100% guarantee you that something else isn't going to come in. Because on a 2-day event, let's say they did Saturday and Sunday, so you got to be set up on Friday so all your stuff can be legit checked. But then when you come on Saturday or you come on Sunday, you bring another couple boxes after it's been done. I mean, easy. We sold stuff out, so we were replenishing the stock on the table, so we still look full, and we brought these in, and oops, I'm sorry, did I do that?
Exactly.
Sneakerheads Clothing Line said, what SneakerCon needs to do is, besides have their legit check station, have someone like Fake Education travel and contract with them. That could be a good idea. And I noticed a couple of people in the chat said something about a secret shopper, which is good ideas. But at the end of the day, but you're gonna have fakes in there. What I would like to see be done, if you have a fake found at your table and it's verified that it's fake, you're banned from SneakerCon.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Because at the end of the day, you're paying to go to this event. This event is not free. You're paying $25, or if you get a VIP pass, you're paying $40 or $45 to get into an event. And you go to this event and you're expecting to buy real shoes, authentic shoes. I'm not expecting to spend, say, $1,000 on the shoe just to get home and find out that I got a shoe that just came from China.
Right.
So I think there does need to be some type of verification. I think that if you have a table and you have a fake sneaker on the table and that sneaker is found on your table and is verified fake, you're banned. You're out.
Yeah.
Throw it out the show immediately.
Exactly. Pack your shit up and leave the premises. And you do not get a refund. You do not get your money back.
Nothing.
And that's it.
But that will also have other vendors look at that too, like, okay, now they actually cracking down on this. So maybe I need to just, get rid of these fakes and start bringing in my legit shoes. You got to look at it like that. It will happen like that if they do that. But I still think they don't want to miss their money like that either.
T-Rail says if they put a $200 bounty for fakes and ban the booth owner for life, I can promise it'll cut the foofiness down. You know, that's a good option. That's a definite good. You know, that's a good option right there.
Definitely. If you put $200 up, you probably have a bunch of them real kids. Damn you, Lister. There it goes.
I don't want to know. I don't want to know. I don't want to know. I don't want to know.
Yes, it would not be Talking Kicks without me getting a hate email.
Text from
I hate text from Lister. So appreciate you, family. You keeping it 100. I'll check it out in just a minute. You definitely have a bunch of young kids running around looking at tables trying to find that fake because they want collect that bounty.
Yeah, you definitely would. If they know they can find a fake out there, they're gonna look for it. Give me my $200. That's $200 towards a Yeezy.
You know, I would have had one then. I don't know if y'all remember. It was a top 3. Jordan 1 the goals.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
520. It was a size 12. But then at the bottom it said no box.
Yes, I do remember that.
Easy $200.
Yeah, walk away. Yeah, we were like, thank you very much. We'll see you next week.
Yeah, exactly. How do you have? They had a 12 and a 13. They had a 13 with a box, and they had a 12 with no box.
Yeah, it's just how you have that shoe at SneakerCon and you're selling it, and you don't have a box is
DS
and it's DS, and it was dead stock.
Yeah. Show me the box crumpled up in the corner, and the fact that hey, some of your shipping stuff fell over and it got crumpled, and you actually have it, but it's too damaged to sell. Give me something, but just no, we don't have a box. You don't have a box? Okay, thank you very much. I'm just checking the clock, man. I think can we transition to the other part of the discussion?
Yes, sir.
We can still kind of grab back on this, but I don't want to not be able to get to this part, the other part as well.
So, being that I knew OG and Black were coming out to New York, and I knew SneakerCon was not going to feed the beast, I decided when they came out here that I would have something like almost like a challenge. I built a sneaker hunt list. So basically what it was over 40 stores on a Google map that we could possibly hit within 3 days. So let me get this map up so I can show y'all. We tried to carry this out. We did something called the Great Sneaker Chase or the Great Sneaker Hunt.
Okay, and just real quickly, Lister, first of all, you got a rep for your city, so I get that. Congratulations. Hate you very much. But the other one is just that's just freaking disrespectful, bruh. And you got the Christmas tree in the background. So just cause you did that, I'm going to call you disrespectful. All right, bro. The Great Sneaker Hunt.
Okay, so in my screen real quick.
Oh, hey.
So if y'all can see my screen, and if y'all can see blue dots on my screen, those were the proposed areas that we were going to hit. All these spots that you see were different sneaker stores, from Clientele in Menlo Park to the Nike factory store in Jersey Gardens, and Packer Shoes in Jersey City and Sold Out, and Magic Sneakers of Jersey City. We were going to hit all these spots. There are 41 spots on this list.
Man, that was a lot of walking.
So out of the 41 spots on this list, here's what we did. 20.
How many?
We did 20. We did 20 out of the 41 in a 3-day span. So
We
we'll
walked-
take you in.
We 15 miles, family. 15 miles. And
15.5, wasn't it?
15 point
something.
actually. And
Okay. 2.
we've lost Mr. Jackson.
Uh-oh.
So our map is gone. So while we're waiting for him to come back, we really have to give a mad shout out to Caddy, because
Yes, indeed.
not only is he the plug, but he is like the ultimate tour guide, because he, as you could see on that map, he plotted everything out, picked out all of the dope spots for us to be able to check out and try to go. And then while we were going there were a couple places that we had to drive to, and of course he got us there in terms of driving, but in the city he navigated us through the subway system like a ninja.
Man.
So let me break this down for y'all real quick. So on Friday, we decided we were going to start the list as soon as everybody touched down. And as soon as Black landed at Newark Airport, we literally grabbed him, went to the Airbnb, dropped his shit off, and hit the. Actually, no, we went straight to the outlet from the airport. We went straight to the Nike outlet from the airport, and it hadn't even been 20 minutes. And this was their first pickup.
Okay, Lottie Dottie, we likes to party. 139, no cap. We don't bother nobody.
Just a man is on the mic.
And when I'm on the mic, I rock the mic. Right? Yep. I've been looking for these shoes, and they were hidden in the outlet. Y'all know how, like, in the outlet, they have like the shoes on the end cap, and they have one end cap that usually has the heat. Where they had two shoes, and one of them was empty. And I don't know who was earjacking the conversation. I think maybe it was Black.
No, it was you.
No, but somebody heard before me that they said something about maroons. Wasn't that you, Black?
Correction. It was Black.
Yeah, that was me. I was sitting right there by the at the end of the end cap. Oh, he was like, yeah, we got those maroon things. I was like, okay, it can't be the maroon 6s because they came out ago, something like that. And I said, the only thing that could is the 12. Through the whole store, this one particular dude, the bald-headed guy, the swole dude. Look here on that end cap right there, the shoe that's missing. What is it? Oh, hold on, I'll be right back.
Nah, and see, I don't,
because I'm trying to cop. Go ahead, Ken.
No, what I was gonna say was, I don't play that. So like, they were standing there waiting for the guy to show up, and then the guy's walking around and he's helping other customers, and I'm like, hold up. What shoe is that? And they're telling me like, yo, we think it's the Bordeaux 12. Okay, and nobody helping y'all? And he's like, no. Okay, let's take care of this right now. Hey, bruh, the youngest kid in there. Yes. What shoe is that's not there? Oh, the Bordeaux 12. Y'all got any more? Yeah. Could you go get some? What size you need? 211 and a halves. That quick. By the time the guy came back, like, okay, what shoe? The kid was already getting it. And they didn't have it up on the shelf. So you'd have walked in and never saw it. But thanks to Black, ear hustling.
Absolutely.
Hey, man.
These
tough ears right here, baby.
My mans were able to get the shoe for $139.99, and New Jersey doesn't have sales tax, so they walked out the door with it for $139.99.
Yay!
So that was the first pickup. We go back to the Airbnb. We drop the stuff off. We park the car at the ferry. We catch the ferry over to Manhattan. We jump on the subway. And it was about a 20-minute ride between getting from 34th Street or 39th Street and getting down to the Lower East Side. And then we go to round 2. And fellas, what did y'all think of round 2?
Go ahead, Black.
It was all that I expected. I love vintage wear. I love vintage gear. When I saw those troop jackets in there, I was done. I was so done. And it was like, okay, I want this, but I don't want to just go all in. So I had to have some kind of restraint. But them troops, I don't know if y'all know about troops. Mid 80s, late 80s brand. LL Cool J was the endorser. Hands down, man. If it was my size, I'm with it. That's all I gotta say. I love round 2. I love it.
Yeah, I mean, I've been down with round 2 since they had the one little small, you could barely turn around store in Richmond, which I think now is their location where they do their internet, like take the pictures of the shoes that they put up on the internet. But I definitely wanted to go. I couldn't go to New York without going to round 2 because I got my little round 2 store badge. Not real badge, but I've been to both the stores in Richmond. I've been fortunate to be able to go to the store out in LA. So when they opened a store in New York, I was like, I gotta go because I just gotta hit them all. So dope store. It definitely has a New York vibe, just like the LA store kind of has a slightly different vibe from the Richmond store. They all kind of, I think, take on part of the personality of the area where they are, and then also, just their normal round 2 thing. I kind of missed not seeing some familiar faces there, but we were there on a Friday night, and I know some of the regular guys do work at the New York store, especially because I think it's probably only been open like 3 months. But that was probably the weird thing for me, that like it was maybe only 1 or 2 people in there that I even recognized, because it was just all new cats from New York. And that's no shade, it's just for me. But dope, sure. If you go to New York, you definitely got to check it out.
Got to.
Yeah, so after we did round 2, we went to Extra Butter. And if you haven't been at the new Extra Butter down in the Lower East Side, the store is crazy. It's set up like a movie theater. It has a concession stand. It has vintage movie chairs. And OG wasted no time picking up shoe number 2.
Earlier in the year, I got put on my Saucony swag from Dabs, who we used to rock with on the other podcast, and they always have some dope shoes, dope quality materials, and to me, their collabs are some of their best. But this was a Saucony collab with Premier, and it's just a dope shoe. It's like an all-weather. First of all, y'all know I love gum bottom shoe, so that got me. But like the front is like that all-weather material, so like if you wear it out in the rain or something, you know how sometimes you have your nice kicks and you walk in, if the ground is wet, it kind of flips up, liquid on your shoe and can kind of make it crazy. Well, this is that type of rain resistant type of materials that will protect that part. Then you got some nice butter suede up in there, and a really, really soft, very nice leather in the back. Of course, it comes with a couple extra laces. And this is the other thing that intrigued me. I don't know what they're calling this, but it's like, I'm not going to say it's Boost-like. It's more like, if you're familiar with the Adidas technology that they use in the bounce shoes, it kind of feels like that, but it's just an all-around really comfortable shoe. I kept looking at it when I was in the store, and I've learned for myself after a while, if I can't take my eyes off of it and the number is right, I just got to go for it.
He damn sure was. And mind you, he's sitting there and we're like, yo, you gonna buy it? And he's like, I don't know. And we're sitting there like, listen, we still got 2 more days. And Beard, yes, we let him run amok. We literally took the leash off, and was just like, run, run.
Release the hounds.
And he went beast mode.
But if you all remember, I'm just going to remind you, about a month and a half ago, there was a sneaker event in DC at the convention center, and I divested of like 8 pairs of shoes, and I did all of that knowing that I was going to New York. So,
and Q, you are absolutely right. OG trying to justify the purchase by giving us the common features of a Saucony. Yep, that's what he's doing.
You know,
that is what.
You know what, Q. You ain't shit. Now, how about
Ooh.
I'll allow it. So we did that. We went the extra butter. We then cut over the Stadium Goods, which is in the Soho section of the city. We cut over the Stadium Goods. And we didn't really find anything at Stadium Goods. However, we did get to check out their trophy case in Stadium Goods. And if you ever go to Stadium Goods, I'm letting you know this right now, their prices are ridiculous.
Crazy.
Their prices are absolutely ridiculous. But if you're going there to see stuff that you've never seen before, that's one of the stores to go to. So we got to check out the Derek Jeter 11s that are $40,000.
40,000 of them things.
They had the Macklemores for, I believe it was 20,000. They had the pink and igloo Jordan 1s that were, I believe, 12 and 1,300.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It was just all behind this case, and all you could do was just look at the case and just like it was a puppy at a pet shop, like, oh, I want to hug it and squeeze it and pet it and take it home and love it, and that's how it was. All you could do was just look at this case, and you were just like, damn, bro. So we went from Stadium Goods, and by that time we had already done about 1.5 miles of walking, and OG had enough of it. He called an Uber.
Let me correct you. It was more than 1.5 miles because we did that day. We did the most walking. We did 6.1 miles walking.
No, that wasn't the day we did the most walking.
Bruh, no, it was. That's the numbers came from my phone.
Sunday we did the most walking.
No, we did not. I'm telling you. We did 6.1 miles on Friday, 4.5 miles on Saturday, and 4.6 miles on Sunday.
Oh, because we had to walk from the ferry to the train station.
Exactly, and we had to walk the length of the Javits Center twice.
So
that's why we did the most on Friday.
Yeah, so basically, by the time we got to Stadium Goods, and it was like, what we got to do now? Oh, we got to jump on the train to go get dinner. OG was like, I'm not doing this shit. I'm hitting the Uber. And I don't know who does the verification for these Uber drivers. But this motherfucking Uber driver that we had pulled up. He pulls up in the Infinity. He opens the doors for us. We get in the Uber and everything. I'm sitting in the front seat, and I'm not gonna lie to you. I damn near shit on myself because this Uber driver was on the bumper of every car that he squeezed between 2 cars, and I damn sure knew my shoulder was touching a car.
So how you like New York? Everything is fine. Yes. You like New York? Yeah, New York.
I stared at him like a girlfriend who had been cheated on. Like, you dirty motherfucker.
I'm surprised y'all understood him. I couldn't.
He literally got us to where we needed to be in like 5 minutes. That should have been like a 15-minute ride through traffic. Got us there in 5 minutes and dropped us off literally on the edge of the sidewalk at the front door of Cat's Deli. And It was just like, dude, Like I didn't even say thank you very much to him. I just closed the door like you ain't shit, and kept it moving.
What before we just blow past Cat's Deli? I know this is not sneaker related, but y'all just have to know. Caddy said, "Well, you know, we could go to this place, but their sandwiches are kind of big, and you know, but it's the best." And it was a partner of mine, one of my neighbors that rode up from me. If you've seen the first vlog that I did from SneakerCon 2 years ago, my dude D Law, he's a foodie. He goes to New York, all he wants to do is get food, and he wanted a pastrami. So Caddy was like, "If you want pastrami, you got to go to Cat's." The pastrami was $30, but the pastrami was a whole freaking cow with the moo and everything. It was all on one plate with some cooked pickles and uncooked pickles, and that was it. I couldn't eat it all. I ate it, and I couldn't eat anymore, and I took half the sandwich home, and every time I opened the refrigerator to eat it again, the first cow was still in my body saying, "You can't come in." It was ridiculous. And the place was packed. It was little white ladies sitting in there just shoveling in cats. And I didn't understand it. Sunday morning at 8 o'clock in the morning, they were standing outside in the line to eat a cow. I didn't understand what was going on.
What the craziest part is, like, we're big guys. So I'm sitting here, you know, I'm waiting for my sandwich. I'm like, yeah, buddy, got this sandwich, got this fries. I'm sitting there about to tear this down, facts, put it on the table, and I'm sitting there and I'm digging into this sandwich. I look at OG, and OG's looking at the sandwich like the sandwich is cursing at him like, you ain't shit. You ain't gonna eat nothing. You gonna take 2 bites and be done. And OG's looking at the sandwich like, God damn. Like, and he's just looking at it. He taking pictures of the sandwich. He got the sandwich, taking selfies with him, like, and I'm like, is this brother gonna eat? My man ate like a quarter of the sandwich and was just like, I'm full.
I can't lie. That sandwich like, you a bitch. Say you a bitch. You my sandwich bitch. Yes.
And OG just looking at the sandwich like, I'm a bitch. I'm a bitch.
They say you tap out then.
Can I take this to go, please? And I was like, damn. Like, me and D-Lo were the only ones to finish the sandwich. Black finished half his. I think OG got 2 bites in, and he's ready to go to sleep. So
it was great. It was, and I'm not like a real pastrami person, but it was incredible. But it was I'm gonna say pause 15 times. It was too damn big.
Buckeye, what's going on? Lister, what's good? Mike Jenkins, what's good? Illa Ills is in the building. So that wrapped up day one.
But how close are we? What's the number? What's the number looking like? We need to get to 50 likes so Sneakerheads Clothing Line can give away some laces. Come on, y'all.
Like damn video.
Like the video.
Like the damn video.
They go to the Airbnb. I head back home. I get over there around 10 o'clock the next morning. And now it's day 2 of the sneaker hunt. So it just so happens that OG hit on something here in New York. Wait. Don't go there yet. Don't go there yet.
Okay.
Go there yet.
Okay.
So we decided, you know what? We're gonna start on our check. We're gonna start on the hunt again. And we go out to Menlo Park Mall in Edison, New Jersey, and we go to Clientele, which is owned by Solely Ghost. You probably seen him on Sneaker Watch TV. We go to his store, and his store was pretty cool. What I did like he had in his store was he has these 2 tables where it's just deals of sneakers. One set is 200 and under, another set is 100 and under. And it's just boxes and boxes of sneakers, and you literally can just go through the boxes and find your size. And they had some gems in there. But that store was pretty dope.
Yeah, it was, man. I like that store. I like the art that he had up front too.
Yes. He had
The
different
artwork he had up front.
pictures on the wall. Yeah.
And now, like he also had, which I didn't know he did that. I didn't know he had vintage clothing in there too.
Yeah.
Even
That was new to me too.
Yeah, I never knew he was like into that. I saw a few gems in there, but it was time to push on to the next though.
So we jump in the car and we head to the city, and OG had to pick up a sneaker by 3 o'clock. And OG is like, are we gonna make it there by 3 o'clock? I was like, yeah, we gonna make it. So we parked the car in the garage. OG set up the parking for the garage, so all we had to do was drop the car off and start walking to the flagship Foot Locker. OG's black ass leaves us,
man,
and just I've never seen my man move through a crowd so quick. My man thought he was Barry Sanders. He was hitting juke moves on white ladies. He was out. He didn't even look back at us.
No,
so
sir.
Me and Black are like, damn, big fella just left us. So we get to the front. We get to the flagship store at 34th Street, and my man is tight. And we like, yo, what's wrong? He's like, look at the fucking line. That's the line to get the shoes. And he's talking to us like he's Hulk Hogan. So he's talking to us like, look at the line, brother. Do you see the line, brother? That's the line to get the shoes, brother. I'm not going to get my fucking shoes, brother. And I'm like,
look, first of all, my DMV family has to hold me down about this in the chat. In the DMV, if you hit on the reservation app and you go in the store, majority of the stores have a regular line, and then they have a line for the people dealing with the reservations. And never have I seen people standing outside on the street like they camping to get a reservation. Continue with the story.
So he has to walk to the back of the line. So he's on the back of the line, and he's tight. He's not even speaking to us at this point. He's standing on the line. He's just tight. So there's a guy in front of him with his kids, and I guess they had reserved the same shoe. And OG, show him the shoe that you were waiting in line for.
Sabal, for the people watching on or listening to Radio Land, it is that what is it? The Blue Mist Yeezy?
The blue tint.
Blue tint. Yeah, tint. You know, he don't need it. He don't even know what the damn name is.
So he's standing in line waiting for this blue tint Yeezy. And I'm like, all right, like we don't worry, the line gonna move up. He's still not speaking to us. And we like, yo, you gonna be good, you gonna be good. So in the midst of all that, there's a guy in front of.
No, wait. I can't even let that pass. They didn't say nothing. Caddy was not holding his city down. I told you, this that bullshit. This is what they do because they just trying to make the sneakers flip over to after 3 o'clock. Because I asked 3 people that worked in the store, I was like, yo, what happens if we don't get up there? Sir, we're going to try to make sure that doesn't happen. What do you mean? You're going to try to make sure that...
No. Tell me how you was really talking. What do you mean, brother? What do you mean you're going to try to make it happen?
Well, in my mind, it sounded like this.
OG Hogan, go ahead.
Excuse me, sir. I was just wondering, I've been patiently waiting here, and it is getting close to 3 o'clock, and I do have a reservation.
I'm sorry.
Excuse
me,
OG. Inside my head, this is what
OGSneekerz, you ain't shit. You did not sound like that at all.
Yes.
Them two little kids looked up, and he was like, they need to hurry up with this shit. And them two little kids looked up like, Daddy, is that man cursing? And I'm like, damn, he cursing in front of the kids. Oh, Lord.
Man. You say, fuck them kids.
He's like, ain't my kids.
What you did tell him was the dude that was in front of the dude that was there with his 2 sons, and they all had the copper foams on, and they was having a family sneaker day. It was really cool. But the dude in front of him was with his dad or something, and they already had 5 pairs of Yeezys. Why are you in this line? Go someplace. I'm just trying to get to one.
So the dude in front of OG with the kids, he asked OG, he was like, "Hey man, is this the location of the store?" And
Nah, that ain't what he asked me.
what he asked you? What he asked you?
He asked me to look at the app. He's like, "Am I good, OG? You know, do I need to do anything else?" So I noticed that his picture looked different than mine, but I wasn't looking at the address
Because he didn't give a shit.
I saw that it deserved. I was just like, "Yeah, you good. That's you all right."
He's like, yeah, you all right, whatever. Can I hurry up and get in the store?
Me, I'm not the tour guide for New York. I didn't know that he had a different address. So he was at the right store, but the wrong location.
Yeah. So the guy was at the store on 112 West 34th. He should have been at 11 West 34th, which is a block down. So by the time he realized he was at the wrong store, he had about 8 minutes to run down to the next store.
I think I saw him leave his kids.
No. And OG just standing there like, well, fuck it then. I'm next. Yeah, this is my yeah, I'm in there. Fuck y'all. I'm in there. He's like, what you talking about? I got my Yeezys.
So finally we did get inside. They were like setting up a line for the people to line up for all the pairs that weren't picked up. So like Caddy said, this is a flagship station, and it's like a few minutes of the hour. So we are going to go over a little bit because we do want to close this out and also get into the chat as well. But so they started setting up for the second line before they even got us inside. I was like, yo, what's good? And he was like, oh, sir, we're going to get you inside. It's going to be okay. I promise you we'll get you in there before 3 o'clock. So we did get in, and it was another line you had to snake through. So we go in, we standing on this stairwell to go up, like it's like a back way to go up to the stairs, go to the store, because the main store is like on the second floor of this building. If you've never been to the flagship Foot Locker shop in New York, you should check it out. It's like a sneaker store inside of a sneaker store, because every different shoe has their own section, but that section is about the size of what some Foot Lockers, like those of you in the DMV, if you know the Greenbelt Foot Locker, they have sections that are about the size of that whole store. But at any rate, so we were coming up the back way. They check you in one time. You got to show your ID, show your app, and then they give you a ticket with the shoe. So the guy that was in front of me with the already 5 pairs, he's with an older gentleman. I don't know if it was his dad or whatever. So the younger cat looked like, I don't want to be here, and totally not into shoes. They didn't have any ID. So they're standing in this line. He has a credit card to pay for it, but no ID. So they're like, sorry, sir. He's like, but they let us pick up these other ones. He's like, no, it says right here in the rules, if you don't have a picture ID, you can't get it. So they got booted out. So I was like, yes, another one. Out of here. But long story short, I did get the shoes. Obviously, I just showed them to you. I was hoping to be able to hit them for the flip to, help me do something else while I was there. But the numbers are looking kind of flaky. So I still don't know if I'm going to keep them. So it's a size 12. Anybody in the chat, if you're interested, hit me on the DMs. But understand, I'm not trying to hit you over the head, but I'm not talking about retail. If it's retail, I'm going to keep it. I mean, I'm just got to keep it 100. Or as G4 says, I got to keep it a buck. So I'm not trying to kill you, but if it's retail, I'm going to keep it.
So after that, we leave out of Foot Locker. We walk around. We go to SneakerCon. We hang out at SneakerCon once again. Shout out to Wavy. Shout out to Tay Baltimore, Gabriel Kicks, kicking it with Dee Molly Mall like the damn video.
We saw
Ray Figs at 8 and 9. Yeah, Sneaker Miyagi. Dallas Penn. We didn't really get to talk to him because he was in conversations with people. Jock Slade, saw him. So yeah, we saw a lot of people. Huh?
I said we saw Conceited from Wild.
Oh yeah, Conceited, and Papiando was there. So we did that. We go back to the car. We head back to Jersey. And they basically lock me in the house for the night. So basically, because we gonna hit the ground running the next day. We ain't playing that shit. So The next day we get up and it's 8 o'clock in the morning. We got to be out the house by 9. And I'm not even gonna lie to y'all, family. We were all over Lower Manhattan and Soho on foot, on train. We hit so many stores that by the time we finished, like OG, by the time we finished hitting, we hit. Let me see. We drove into the city, we got breakfast. First store we went to on the train from Second Avenue to Broadway Lafayette, we went to Kith. We went to Kith. We checked Kith out. We had their ice cream. OG, what'd you think about the ice cream?
Bruh, that was like one of the highlights. You know, I wasn't thinking about healthy nothing. I think I had heard Caesar and Jumpman and them talking about going to Kith and getting the Kith treats a couple years ago when they went and did the Sneaker Box podcast from New York. And ever since hearing that, I wanted to go. So I had my ice cream mixed with Crunch Berries, Fruit Loops, and Fruity Pebbles. And it was the bomb. Yes.
Greedy. So
don't judge me. It was, isn't it? Yes, it was.
So we did Kith. We hit Kith.
I saw you, bro.
Yeah, we hit Kith. After Kith, we cut down and we hit the Adidas store. We hit the Adidas store for my man D-Law. You know, he found some things in the Adidas store. Then from there, we walked down to Nike Lab because we heard that they had the Don C Air Force Ones still in stock at Nike Lab. And they did. So anybody in the New York area who's looking for the Don C Air Force Ones, they still have them at Nike Lab. They didn't have my size, and Black almost had a pair, but they were a size 11, not 11 and a half.
They were so disrespectful for that one. They knew I wanted that shoe. They was like, look, let's just take the 0.5 off of him, and let's see if he can wear this 11. No, too tight. Too tight.
And the salesperson
Dope shoe
had on the top 3. And he was like, hey, sorry you can't fit him, bro.
Oh, he stepped out there like, you know, it was just shining. Like, man.
So we went from Nike Lab back to Stadium Goods. We went from Stadium Goods. We went from Stadium Goods, I believe, to the train station. We caught the train back up to 8th Street, went to Flight Club. And I'll be honest, it was my first time in Flight Club myself. So we go into Flight Club, and Flight Club is like 2 stores in one. And the walls are covered with sneakers. And let me just say, it's hot as all fuck in the store.
Man, it was hell in there.
Bro, as much as I loved looking at the sneakers and seeing what they had, it's too damn hot in that store. And there's too many people in that store for me to be standing there with this jacket on and having somebody breathing on my neck like, they got that in a size 13. Get the fuck away from me. So I was just like, bro, I got to go outside. I'll be outside.
Yeah, if you've ever been to the Flight Club in New York, it's been a couple years since I had been there. But it used to be just one long section, and at the back they had a basketball goal, and they had like a little counter area, and then on the sides they had some glass cases where they had like all these amazing shoes that you either can't afford or you've never seen before. But what they did was they bought the building or bought the section next to them, and they opened up the wall. So now it's like 2 sections, the same length, and they have like the older room, like where you go in, and if you have shoes that you want to sell, they have that counter. Those are all like dunks, and I think runners, and all the Jordans and other like Kyries and Kobe's and stuff like that are over in this other section, along with the cases that have the, you know, the serious heat in it. So it was really dope, man. I saw a lot of stuff in there. Always make you want Always makes me want to jump in my pocket and spin, but you know, we were trying to be right.
It was a dope experience for me by it being my first time up in there. I did a little blogging. Um, they actually got some good prices on shoes because there was a couple of shoes that I actually wanted to get, but I'm always like it's something else out there that I'm waiting on. But it was a 2005. They call it the 5'8". It wasn't like a 3/4. It was like a 5'8" height, and it was like white and granite or like a maroon color. And I wanted that shoe. It was like my size, and it was 180. Dead stock with everything, and I wanted that shoe.
What was the silhouette? 2005 what?
2005 Jordan 20.
Oh, it was a 20.
5'8". Yes, it was because they had like three. They had the low top, the 5'8", and then they had the high with the strap. I got rid of that shoe back in the day, and I wanted to get it, but I said it's another gym out there for me, and I'm just gonna wait on that gym.
Just reminded the chat. Apologize, Black. We're at 44 likes, so we need 6 more to hit that 50. So we can give away some free likes to somebody in the chat. Oh, finally, you woke up and hit the like button. All right, so as you were, I'm sorry.
Go ahead, Black.
But we was going through. Me and Kat was kind of going through all the kicks that was on the wall. We was on the Jordan wall. I got thermals on. I got long sleeve shirt on. I got sweats on. I got a hoodie on. I got a jacket on. And it's hot as shit in there. And Kat was like, "Man, I can't do this no more. Oh man, I gotta go. I was like, "All right, man. All right, go ahead, man. I'm still doing what I did." And it was just me just soaking up the whole experience of just being in Flight Club, man. For some people, man, they can't get up there to actually, check the store out. Just get up there, period, man. New York is just a whole nother experience from, any other city I've been to. But Flight Club was dope, man. I advise anybody to go there.
All right, so can you wind the story around to where we ended up?
Yeah, so we cut up from Flight Club. We walked down 14th Street. We hit all the Foot Lockers, Sneaker Pawn, Foot Action, and we jump back on the train. We go back to the car, and I bring them into my borough of Queens. And we end up at our final store, Image NY. And for anybody who's never been to Image NY is so dope because they have a variety of sizes of stuff that you're looking for. And they pretty much have just about anything you're looking for. So we end up at Image NY, and we spend the next 2 hours at Image NY going through all their inventory. And I mean, picking through the walls and looking at their shoes. And I ended up getting these. A pair of 2006 DS Fire Red 3s for $180.
Hate.
And this is a shoe I really, really wanted. And I didn't want to get it off of eBay or any place else. But when I found it, and it's the 2006, and yeah, it got that little yellow on the back, and I don't give a damn. I like that. So I was happy to get this shoe. Very, very happy to get this shoe. And then OG went beast mode.
Yes, he did.
And I'm gonna tell you right now, OG ain't shit. OG ain't shit. Like, I knew OG wasn't shit, but this trip made me really, truly understand from the bottom of my heart and deep in my soul that he totally ain't shit.
You have to say that. You have to say that like Booker T. You know how Booker T used to do this 5 times?
Oh, yeah.
5 times 5. You have to do it like that because he just went.
So, OG, Could you show them what you got from Image?
Do I have to?
Yes, motherfucker, you have
Yes,
to.
you have to. Yes, you do.
Okay, so earlier you asked me what my number 2 pickup for 2017 was, and it came from Image. And I posted a picture on the gram, and I said that face that you make when you finally when you pick up a grail, and it was like me looking really serious, and I was like, yeah, this is my seriously happy face. So
Or album cover face, but whatever.
This was the shoe that I picked up at Image.
So disrespectful.
For those in Radio Land,
You
it is
evil, dirty black bastard.
2008 Dornbecker,
you motherfucker.
and it's not dead stock. It is a previously worn pair. It has a couple issues with it, but all in all, for the price, and this is a shoe that, man, of the Dornbecker series, this is a shoe that this is like the number 1 Dornbecker that I'm looking for. Probably the second or 1A would be the Dornbecker 5, but this one right here absolutely was number 1 for me. And it was just, they had 3 of them that were previously owned. They had a couple dead stock pair as well, but it was my size, and I was just like, it's my size. It's my size. But guys, it's my size.
Yeah, and I looked at him and I was like, so what you waiting for? And he walked around contemplating and looking at other shoes and doing all that bullshit. And I'm like, if you don't go, like, it's like when like when your mama tell you to go do something and you don't do it, like, if you don't go over there and go try, you know what? You want me to hit you in this store. That's what you want me to do. You want me to show out in this store. So finally, as I'm looking at the shoes and I'm looking at the fire reds, I see him at the register and I just see the card come out, like, whoosh, and I'm like, this dirty motherfucker. I was like, oh, this is faster than got his grails. Couldn't tell him nothing. Couldn't tell him nothing. So he ended up with those. I ended up with the fire red 3s. Black. I have to ask.
I know, man.
What
I know.
happened?
I know, man. Oh boy. All right. Well, I'm walking around the store, looking at, the shoes that they was contemplating on, and I seen they had like a vintage section. They had a pair of a 2001 black cement box card, everything. I already got that shoe, but I wanted that shoe to be dead stock and just have it preserved. He wanted $350 for it. And I kept looking at it, kept walking back and forth, Then Caddy, with his disrespectful ass, he comes with a shoe that we saw in round 2 because it wasn't the way I wanted. He brings me a 9 out of 10 burgundy 5 in my size. I was like, you mother, I'm trying to look at this and you bring me this.
Listen.
Come on, man.
If I'm gonna bring you on a sneaker hunt, I'm gonna bring you to stores where I know you can find shit. And I found something you was looking for.
Yeah, you did. Hey, I give you that, man. I give you that.
But in fairness to Black, there were all things that we left on the table that we were like, oh, I'm going to wait. Because you're always thinking, oh, the next place is going to have something. But
yeah, exactly. I kind of hated that I didn't get that shoe now. Because I walked out of there. You're walking around the store trying, but if you get that shoe, it ain't really what you want. That's how I was doing. I was just trying to find something just to say I got something, knowing that I should have got that burgundy 5. But it is what it is. I shoot myself in the foot right now. Caddy, you can say I ain't shit. Come on.
Listen, at the end of at the end of the day, we did about 15 to 16 miles of walking. We traveled over 90 miles between New York and New Jersey, and it was one of the most dopest sneaker hunts that it was my first sneaker hunt that I've been a part of like that. To build a list and just go crazy on it, it was nuts. And I can't front. I had a great time. Fellas, I hope you had a great time.
I loved it, man.
It was great, man. And like I was saying, you know, when you dropped out of the feed, mad props to you, bro, because it wouldn't have come together, you know, had you not just taken the initiative to put that list together, and you know, your knowledge of making sure that we could get through the city and where what was, and you know, doing all that. It was just it was incredible, man. And I'm just sitting here thinking that, you know, in the future, it might be dope. Well, we have already said that we want to try to do it again someplace else, but how crazy would it be, you know, if we could plan it enough or let people know enough that, you know, maybe some of the KickTalker family could join us and we could just all meet out someplace and just mob out and just descend on these places and, you know, go through and just romp from, you know, from one spot to the next, man. Well, it was just an incredible 3 days. I'm still trying to recover.
Me too.
But if I had to do it all over again, I would take all the pain pills and everything I needed to take, you know, to make it up and down those stairs and pay the Uber and pay the parking lot and everything again, because it was just dope, man. It really, if you love kicks, it was one of those, like, yeah, I don't think any of us will ever forget that. And we didn't mention that even though D-Law doesn't do Adidas or doesn't do Nike, he's a Adidas dude through and through. He bought a pair of dead stock Bred Fords for his daughter, who's a Nike head. So that was dope. So Jordan still got some money off of it.
Listen, for everybody in the chat, if y'all are coming to New York, or y'all come to New York in the summer and y'all, you know, want to hang out and do this, as long as it's not in August, we can definitely get together and do a sneaker hunt. We can do a bigger sneaker hunt. I have the list. If you want a copy of the list, basically it would be a shared link on Google Maps. I can send you it. You can email me at cadillacjackson@gmail.com, and I will send you the link and you can check it out. I add stuff to it. I'm adding more stores to it as I go along, so that way when we do it again, because we will do it again.
Absolutely.
The list will be popping and we can hit all these stores and we can find gems. And before I forget, as I got home,
I see. Here we go.
the Postal Service delivered a package. So while OG got one of his grails, I got one of mine.
Oh, really?
So I got the LeBron 7 red carpets. And I was so happy to get this shoe. And now I have it in the collection. So I ended up with 2 shoes out for the weekend. Black ended up with a pair. OG ended up with 3.
Hey.
Uh-oh.
I got one. I got one more.
Since you showed yours.
I got one more. First of all, we forgot to say that we went to Sneaker Fleet. Remember that store?
Oh, true.
Here's mine. I got home, and these were in the mail.
The Obsidian ones.
Yeah.
Air Max Obsidian.
I'm missing one, which is that aqua colorway.
We'll find that soon enough.
That'll pretty much, you know, be all the Air Max that I need as far as OGs.
So let's take like 2 minutes to jump off in the chat. You guys have any you know, any questions about the trip or anything you want to have shout out? And then also sneakerheads, let us know how we go about snatching somebody in the chat to win these free laces. Maybe I can. What I'll do is I'll write down a number on a piece of paper. How about that? And everybody just kind of chime in. It's going to be a number between 1 and 50, and chime in with a number, and we'll try to scour through who comes closest or who hits the number. Do we want to say closest, fellas, or do they have to hit the number?
I say hit it, because if you got 50 people that liked it, I say
okay.
Hit it.
Is that cool with you, Caddy?
That's cool with me. Pop has a question for you. Are the Yeezys overrated to you?
Are they overrated? I would say no, from the standpoint that the biggest thing for them, for me, is they're mad comfortable. Are they overhyped from the standpoint of why people are getting on them and the association with Kanye and all that? Yeah, I would say. But are they overhyped from the comfort standpoint? Absolutely not. They are mad comfortable.
For me, they're overhyped. I think they're ugly. I do not want them. I am a Nike guy.
Okay, I'm looking. I don't see my number yet. So do we let him pin a number again? Because my number hasn't come up yet. Now I can take of what I see, I can take the closest.
Is there a lot of people chiming in though?
Yeah, we got a few numbers up here.
Let's see, Sports Guy Q was 27, Jermaine Manning was 23. That would have been too obvious. J-Day Kicks is 24. Jamie White was 43.
Sneakerheads, you can't guess.
Michael, no, if he guesses the number, he got to give a pair of laces to everybody that guessed. So he could guess if he want to. Michael Jenkins was 12. V's Kick was 23. That number was picked twice. Pop was number 1. Q the Queen was number 8. King of Foams is 37. Grip Money is 36. Lars is 6. Then Lars picks again. They're just like, okay, we're just gonna keep picking a number again. 4, 45, 2, 50, 5, 17, 25, 21, and I have no winner. So I'm going to pick the closest.
Hold on, let me go to my computer and see if I can guess.
Nah. Yeah.
What's the closest, OG?
All right, so actually, the closest is going to be between wait, let me find where is it? Between, damn, the chat's getting away from me. I apologize. Just saw it. Between 804 and Grip Money. The number was 35. King of Foams had 37, and Grip Money had 36. So Grip Money, pick heads or tails. I'll wait for your response. Pick heads or tails. Come on, it's a live show. We got to do this.
That's hilarious. Grip Money ended up picking 35 anyway.
Yeah, but that was too late. I mean, I said after it was between. Grip Money, I need you to give me heads or tails. Come on. Waiting for the response to come up. While we're waiting for his response to come up, you guys okay? You guys have any okay, Grip Money picks tails. This is a quarter. The best coin to flip. I'm just gonna let it hit the ground. And it is a, what did you pick, Grip Money?
Tails.
That's what came up.
Tails.
Tails it is. So Grip Money, I'm guessing, hit Sneakerheads clothing line on IG in the DMs with your information, and he can hook you up with your laces. So congratulations. Appreciate that. Sneakerheads clothing line. We are way over.
Yes,
but
we are.
I think it was worth it. We appreciate y'all still hanging in there with us. So you guys got any parting shots, Black?
Yeah, first I'd like to thank y'all for inviting me on the show. Much blessings to y'all. I want to wish all the kick talkers that's in the chat a Merry Christmas before the next show comes out. Just wish y'all a Merry Christmas. And I want to wish Beard Jedi a speedy recovery.
Absolutely.
Yes, sir.
A speedy recovery. And you know I'm repping you all day, every day. And like I said, once again, thank you for having me on. It's been a blast. It's been a blast. Appreciate you guys. Appreciate you guys.
And Black, real quick, where can the people find you at, Black?
They can find me on IG. It is black_AZZ_African. All one word on IG. I'll say it again. It is black_AZZ_African. My page is open, so you can send me the request, and I already get it. Like I said,
Yes, sir.
appreciate
Yes,
you guys.
sir.
Appreciate you guys, man.
We appreciate you for being on. Ladies and gentlemen, as always, it's been a dope time with y'all. I hope y'all enjoyed our story about the sneaker hunt. If you want more information about the sneaker hunt, I can send you the link. Hit my email at Cadillac with a K Jackson, one word, at gmail.com. I'll send you the link to my Google Maps. It's a shared link. I add new stores to it, and you'll have that link for New York City. So if you come up to the city in the summertime or in the spring, anytime except for August of next year, let me know. I'll do the hunt with you. I'll show you how to get around the subway. But as always, it's been a great time with y'all. Merry Christmas to you and your families. We appreciate you. We appreciate you. We appreciate you. I am the Kadillac Jackson, last of the Fathekins. Enjoy your Christmas. See you next week.
All right, family, you done know this was another dope episode. We thank you for hanging out with us. Thank you for getting up to 50 likes so we could force Sneakerheads Clothing Line to give away them shoelaces. Appreciate you, family. Also, we want you to, definitely check out our sister shows, the Monday Midsole, Molly Mall, One-Legged Lister, the man that always just gives me pains every Wednesday night. No, the homie One-Legged Lister, Polos and Jays, Buckeye City Soul, and Mike the Unboxed One. Check them out, of course, on Mondays at 8 o'clock. Check out our sneaker family to the north of us, Sneaker Files. That's Files with a Philes, and also the granddaddy of them all, the Sneakerhead, the Sneaker Box podcast. I think they've rested back on Saturdays now with African Caesar and Guru Knows and the whole crew over there, MJ and the rest. Please check them out. We just got your sneaker talk unlocked all week. Absolutely wish you and all of your family a very blessed and happy holiday. We're going to see you after you get that good Christmas turkey and you unwrap all of those presents, if that's what you do. If you don't, you just enjoy the day off because most of the things are going to be shut down. But we appreciate you, and there's nothing you could do about it. We appreciate the man Black coming in and blessing us. Jedi, get well, brother. Take some rest. Take your medicine. We're looking for you next week. No excuses, boy. You're back on the clock. You don't know it's your boy OGSneekerz. We got
Jedi, get better, but you still ain't shit. We don't need you.
I'll let y'all later.
Later, y'all.